What's up, TIs? Man, today they were pissed off at me. Yeah, so I wanted to elaborate on the last video because I think I'm right. So today's like the 26th. Yeah, September 26th, 2023. You know what happened though? I got up early. I slept most of the night, so that right there is trying to kill me. You know how it goes. And then I got up. When I got up, I was a little extra tired, but not as bad as the day before. So I was fine too. I went to the place I had to go to, the gym. No, it was like maybe, like I said, one whole perp or two, maybe. And when I went to Dunkin', I saw a couple cop cars, like a regular cop car with the headlights and all that. And then, what else did I see? The cop car, or the big traffic cop truck van. And then, I think it was a regular traffic cop car too. So at least 3 of those. So, you know, they always try to scare us. Funny part was, like, I got there, right? At Dunkin', and there was nobody in there. Now, they're mad at me because I sold something on eBay. So I'm glad they're mad about that because I'm just glad they are. I think they always try to stop my sales too, I think, too. I don't know how they're doing it. Because, they've been slow for like a couple months. They definitely did it. I don't know who they are, but eventually, with the technology we have out there right now, they're gonna slip up. People like that always slip up. Narcissistic people, they always slip up. Especially if they not getting enough attention from us. Like the douchebag across the street when he came out to wave at me. Like, what did he think was gonna happen? I videotaped him waving and I waved back. He was not happy. Oh well. So I don't know, maybe he's involved not in the sales, but he's involved with the police too. Oh, the auxiliary truck I saw too. So it was like 4 different police trucks when I got here. So yeah, I went to mail everything. Everything went smoothly. I used the red Coca-Cola tote bag to put everything in, They were probably pissed off about that. Well, I said out loud, they better not mess with any packet, anything I order, they better not mess with it. Because I will do something to them. They won't like it. So they don't mess with packages anymore. And so and then when I was on my way there, which was only the next block, the car service guy was at the next corner. And he waved hello to me. And he goes, I'll wait for you when you come out of the post office. I'm like, oh, thank you, Because I got here like that. Like, the guy was on time this morning. No problems either. Come on now. So they were pissed off about that, right? So I have an appointment, right, this week. They called and said they could put me in earlier. So I was like, cool. I don't know why I didn't wait till I got home to call them back. I figured it wasn't crowded in there, and, I could call back and say yes, I would like the early appointment. Well, we saw Voodoo Smurf, and now another person knows who he is. I didn't say that name in front of this person, but that's the second time, or second time he saw us talking. He looks like he's pissed off because I think he's trying to come back in the store to say something again. Like, these people always think that anything they say to us, any kind of weird story or conversation, like, we're supposed to say, talk to them normal, because they're not normal. Yeah. He basically gave himself away that time, and he hasn't been in the place since, and he sends all the people to come in. Like I said, I'm on my phone looking at videos. or I'm texting or playing a video game, having my coffee, having my lunch. And now I don't really stay there too long, so I make sure my phone's appropriately charged, and then I come home. Because, just in case I see more shit on the way back. I usually do. That's why I make sure it's like at least halfway charged by the time I come back. I can record. Oh, oh, my jaw just cracked. You know when your joints crack? I felt good after that though. So, they were pissed off by that. So I'm calling the place back, right? I could not hear her. You know what happened? This woman came in with her friend and had her phone playing a song. It kept getting louder. She kept loudering it on purpose. Like she was sitting right behind me, so it was already loud. And she put it louder, and she was like talking over the song to her friend. And her friend was talking over the song with her, back to her. They do that on purpose. These perps. Because it was while I was on the phone. So I said to them on the phone, I'm going to call you in a few minutes because I can't hear you. So they try to stop that from happening. They always do that. So anyways, I didn't stay there longer, but while I was in there, it sounded like some of the workers were singing my name. So they kind of, I think they were, because I go there every day. So it's a long time before I could wait to get, groceries. Because this is not my car. I have to wait for the driver to say, hey, you want to go to the store? Or I ask her to take me. So, pay the ass. But you have to pay so much money just to freaking get it delivered. I need groceries. And these fucking perps try to take everything still. I'd rather get it myself. And then it sounded like some guy, when he was walking out, it sounded like he was saying my name too. Before this lady came in. And then she was getting a text message or a phone call, and that was like extra loud. So I'm like, this was definitely on purpose. So I was like, I gotta go. And I had a phone appointment anyway, so I had to go. So we see Voodoo tomorrow. So I'm like, yeah, this guy's here every day. I don't know what he's doing. I didn't call him Voodoo Smurf. I'm like, yeah, he usually comes with a city bike. And then that day we saw him coming around with a city bike. So this is my, old coworker. She goes, there he is again. And she's like, did you see the guy yet? I'm like, no, me. She goes, me neither. All of a sudden he was there. She goes, there he is. We were laughing. At least I could laugh about it, But he didn't stay because it rained all day. So where's he gonna go? He can't go under the awning over there. That they took it down. They're using that for storage. That store. So he can't stay there. I don't know why he can't just come in the store. He can't stare at me from the store. He can't sit at the store and stare at me. So then the two ladies left, and they were talking to the guy, right? He comes in. He sits next to my coworker. He's staring at me the whole time. I'm talking to her, like I'm facing her talking. And he kept looking up from his sandwich and like looking at me, like he kept eating his sandwich and looking back at me. So I'm like, what is his deal? So that's why I think that, that's what it looked like to me. Like, it seemed to me, I don't have proof of that, but it seemed to me that at that moment that I was trying to get the better appointment, that somebody, they were trying to stop that from happening. So it could be, how trolls on here, like, oh, you crazy, fuck off, perps. It's true. They do this all the time. I was like, okay, fuck them. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna call back. And I got the appointment earlier, so fuck you, perps. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, they want me to yell at them so bad. One day of the week, they did something. Some people were doing too much. You know what I mean? When perps come in and they just start like their phones are loud, they're talking loud, but they're crowding you. So they looked at me too. I'm like, I ain't yelling. I don't know you get your asses. Fuck that. Yeah. Why the hell should I yell at them? I have enough problems. I don't need any more. Why they try to stress me out. That noise was for the purpose. That was my yawn. Yeah, that too. They're trying to keep me awake at night. And they put these nightmares in my dream with fucking roaches and gremlins. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Go to fucking sleep. They're up all night with these fucking technologies, and they do all that stuff. I already know they do that stuff. They showed me themselves in my dream. They showed me the big screen with the keyboard that's from like 1970. You ever see John Wick when they use the old-fashioned telephone system? That's what it looks like. It looks exactly like that. So that means they're still using that technology because it's untraceable. But when you see that kind of stuff in your dreams or in a movie, that's them telling on themselves. Thank God they're telling on themselves. And him too. He shows me everything. He shows me what they're doing. Like last night's dream, I was hanging out with my friends, and we haven't seen each other in years. And then one girl's not my friend anymore. So I have one friend and his wife who passed away years ago. So I don't know how they got that image. It was me, him, the wife, the other friend. She doesn't talk to him anymore either. And then our other friend, and we went somewhere together. And we used to go to the city all the time. So to hang out and do stuff. It was fun. And I think they were jealous of that too. When we look back on our pictures and our photo albums or even on our computers, I think they can see that. They see us doing that and they get angry because they didn't get to go to these places. Again, not my problem. So, you can't get jealous. We live in a big city, there's things to do here. You have the computer, you have Google every place that I'm going to, and you pay for your own fucking ticket. I ain't paying for your ticket. You know what I mean? I ain't paying for shit. You pay for your stuff. And well, yeah, you could experience what I'm gonna experience through my eyes too. I don't care. I'm gonna be taking lots of pictures too. So when I put them in the photo albums, they're gonna be jelly. I don't care. I really don't. Because you have all this opportunity. You're getting paid, right, to stalk us. You can't save that money and just go somewhere someday? Well, it sucks to be you then. See what happens when you don't stalk somebody? You save your money and you go somewhere fun. And then you don't have any friends now because you're stalking them too. You can't be a real friend if you're doing this stuff. So, yeah. I mean, like, how much longer can you really do this kind of stuff, I say, I don't know how Ned Flanders knows about me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure that one out. I know he lives in my neighborhood. He lives about, I think, 3 blocks away from me. I know he definitely lives there because the night I saw him at that bar, he was wearing the exact coat and hat when I was in a car service going down the block there towards one of my doctor appointments. I don't remember which one it was. And the driver went a different way, like the faster way. As we approached the corner, he was coming down the block, and he saw me, and he's like smirking, his hands in his pocket like he wasn't doing anything. The smirk and all that, yeah. So, and then when he did that, I'm like, oh, so you do live near me. He gave himself away at that point. I think in the same areas where I saw a truck and with the spare tire in the back, and it had that big sticker, the Fraternal Order of the Police. I remember seeing it distinctly because we were in the car, and I was on the front seat. It was nighttime, so the headlights, they shine on the cars. Like here, this bright, this bright pole and all this kind of stuff. You can see everything more. And over there, it's not as bright, the light post. So you couldn't really see much in that neighborhood. Only when the car hits, the car headlights hit the car itself, and you see license plates and stuff. And that's when I saw the big ass stick of that. And the guy that follows me at the gym, he had that on his license plate, but it was smaller. And he thought by changing the color of the car, I wouldn't notice. And so when I saw the other color, he had the white car, and I filmed it, because I didn't know he was sitting in the car. I didn't see him. The whole windshield was tinted. You're not supposed to have the front windshield tinted. That's, I think, illegal. For them it's not, but the rest of us it is. Because we have to see you and you have to see us, you know what I mean? You can't do that. You can't have anything tinted like that. It's not a limousine. So I didn't know he was idling at that corner. But he knew he was there. As soon as I videotaped that license plate, he freaking drove off quick. And then he was here. He was at the corner at Dunkin'. He was parked there. With idling too. I just didn't catch it on video quick, Like we were pulling up to Dunkin' and he sped off as soon as we pulled up behind him. So that's not a coincidence, It's the same guy that I play entertainment with. The same fucking guy. I don't know how he found out about me or what he thinks he knows about me. Like, to me, this whole program makes no sense. Like, what kind of file do they have on us, I don't have a criminal record. So, what did he find out about me? He found my home address and my phone number? Okay. I'm not in the phone book either. You can't look me up that way. And like I said, I shred all my paperwork. Any kind of paperwork, I'm not recycling shit no more. It's going in the shredder. Have fun trying to dig through the tons of garbage that we throw out every week to get to the shredding. I'm gonna make sure they're nice and small. I make sure I use thicker garbage bags next time too, so it's gonna be harder for you to dig through it. I mean, they're nervy, these people. I didn't put two and two together when I saw him at the bar until recently, because he was wearing the same coat when it rained last week. It's a long navy blue coat, like a buttoned up coat, and he has the navy blue veteran's hat. I think he's a security guard somewhere in the neighborhood. I don't know if it's a store or something like because he has those keys on like a chain. And his shirt says security, so I wonder which store he works for. I've seen him walk near the park, so there's got to be a place there. Like next time I go in that area, I gotta look to see, just to look around to see what kind of store he could be working at. Or maybe he's a security guard at a school. Who knows? You know what I mean? That's the thing. They always know where we're at 24/7. We're not allowed to know where they're at. I think that's bullshit. These people are stalking us, which is illegal. Sometimes we can't prove it because they're not doing much. They're just walking past us. You know what I mean? But they do the devilish grin. They have their hand in their pocket, and they're doing the symbolism with their hands in their pocket. I know it sounds weird, but they're doing that. And other people, when they signal to the perps, the handlers, they see it in their pocket. And when the perps signal back to them, the hat tricks and all this other shit, you know what I mean? But they're stupid because it's all over the internet. All these things, all these symbols and connections and everything is online. They could do a Wikipedia search on your video if you talk about it, but who cares? There's so many people out there that used to be in those clubs that talk about it. So So, if you didn't kill them, I'm saying, well, I'm untouchable. I'm sorry to say that to you perps, but I know who my daddy is Jesus Christ. I got big faith in him. So I know he's protecting me, because when you perps come around me, you get so angry because you can't touch me. Because you know you don't have anything on me. I don't ever break the law. So, like I said, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a drug addict. I have never been to jail, not even once. Not even to go on a school trip to visit a jail will I ever do that. You know what I mean? So what do they have on me? They got nothing. You ain't got nothing on me. I'm sure if I look in your personal records, you're probably big criminals. So, well, it's alright. God will get you. He'll do way worse to you than he would ever do to me, because I actually believe in him. You know, I gave him my heart so he could take care of me. I'm so glad I did not start up a conversation with this guy. Fucking loser that he is. This TikTok guy. I thought he was on all the platforms. Psycho. The thirst trap is real. He's dumb though. Like, he's like, oh, you if you do anything about it, I'll sue you. No, you can't. We're on a public platform. We can say whatever the hell we want. And if you're doing something to us, like stalking or something, we can talk about it. It's not illegal. Stalking is illegal though, whether it's text messages, phone calls, or actually physically stalking us in the street, or at doctor appointments, or the dentist, John, or the bus, the train, John. Okay, bitch, I could have fucking put you in jail at those years. That's when I was afraid to do anything. I'm not afraid to do anything this time around, so you better watch it. You can send your goons to watch me all the time. Like I said, you perps out there don't got shit on me. You have no idea. You know nothing about me. You can be suspicious about me all you want. I don't have a criminal record. I don't even have a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. But most of the perps and the handlers are drug addicts and alcoholics. They're all doing a little bit of cocaine when they walk out the door. They put it on their teeth. They take it up. They put it on their fingertip, their pinky tip, and they rub it on their teeth, just like the 80s. And the cab drivers are doing the same thing. They're snorting it. The cab drivers just snort a little bit so they can stay awake all day. Because they can't go to the bathroom. You know, they can't stop and go to the restrooms. There's not that many restrooms around. That's what they do. Because I know somebody that does that stuff. You gotta watch, because you're doing a little bit, it's gonna become bigger. Everybody does cocaine, I noticed. It's it messes with your brain a lot. Like, calm the fuck down now. Because they know they can't get high off of smoking weed. Even if it's in a vape, you can't get high off that. Like, the first time, yeah, you do it, you get high. But no, you gotta lace that shit with coke now. It does not get you high anymore. That doesn't even get you high anymore, probably. My tenant's brother, he went to rehab. He was drinking, smoking cigarettes, smoking weed. He wanted me to sleep with him too, of course. You know, of course an alcoholic / drug addict wants me to sleep with them. So I can get those demons too. No, thank you. You understand? Like when you have sex with people like that, those demons go right into your nether regions, and those are very hard to get out. What do you think I'm fucking putting videos on before I leave the house to break curses? Oh, they feel it. They feel it out here. Trust me. You see their faces in my videos? They already had walked past me 10 times before I started recording, so they get pissed off when they see me because I'm alive. They can't take me out. When it's my time to go, God is in charge of that. So the devil is in charge of them when they go, and they're gonna go quicker. I tell you, they don't like me going to the gym because I'm getting a little bit of a workout. You know, it's not a lot, but it's something. And they don't like that. You know what happens when you work out? You feel good. Because even though I was tired, I still went there. The weather was shitty. I still went there. And I'm doing really good with my arm exercises, by the way. Triceps, biceps, whatever the fuck they call. That's I'm doing good of those. I want to say 8 pounds, motherfuckers. And they're thick too. The weights are thick. So that's what they're pissed off. They get extra pissed off when I do the exercise bike too. The fuck? Sounds like a loud ass fart, right? There's a motorcycle at the corner somewhere. They rev their engines like that when I'm talking on my phone. They just hate this. They hate when I talk about it. And so what the whole thing was, when they said my name in the store, it sounded like the worker was saying it, and then somebody else, was walking out saying it, and then somebody else said it like 3 times. But that's the devil doing that too. That movie with Denzel Washington, when the devil kept jumping into people and they kept saying stuff to him, they kept saying his name. Right, that's what they're doing today. The devil's pissed off. He did something early this morning too. Before I left, I had like an hour before I left, and then the computer froze for a minute. See, look, now they're gonna make all this noise. The fuck was that? A humpback whale? What the fuck was that? Anyways, yeah, they don't like when I talk about this stuff. Oh, fucking well. So anyways, I'm gonna keep talking about it. Yeah, they're pissed because, because I got up this morning and I went and did everything that I had to do for today. And I came home and I still was able to call the place. I let them know. I was like, yeah, I was trying to call you back, but the place was too loud, so I had to come home. So they guess that thing's still available. So like, yeah, it's still available. I'll put you in. I'm like, thank you. So they're gonna be pissed off when I go there, when I actually get there. Good. What the hell? Was it a whale? Ugh, it sounds like a humpback whale. I don't know what's going on in the corner. Maybe it's a garbage truck. It could be. I don't know. I'm gonna try to concentrate with it like this. Because I don't see anything from here. See how they speed down the block too? Like I said, it's a residential neighborhood. People trying to sleep and they speed down the block. They're doing that because I'm sitting out here. They want me to jump scare. I jump scared a guy. It was fucking hilarious, actually. So I was walking up to Dunkin'. It was, I think, Monday. Yeah, Monday. What the fuck? What the hell? Anyway. So I had my umbrella out, where they could see. And I have my jacket open so they could see my special shirt I was wearing that day. And look, red and black. Look at that, red and black, both of them. That means does that mean that's a fake dog or a dog walk a purpose? It could be. Yep, look, they're gonna stand right there as I'm talking. It's distracting. They always do that shit. Look at that douchebag's house. So maybe they're gonna stalk him. Oh, he won't be able to handle that shit. I told you somebody blocked their driveway one day, and there was room for him to get out from the front. Like all he had to do was pull up to the, in the front. It was right behind his car, right? So he had room. If he would turn his wheel and pull out, he would have been fine. He came running out, started kicking the car, the wheel, like kicking it like he was trying to break it. So it was fucking hilarious. I saw it from my window though. I didn't come out to say anything. I was like, motherfucking psycho. I don't understand how these people are married with kids. That's scary, man. That is scary. Because you know they're all gonna be psychos later on. They're already psycho. They taught them to come out and warning and screaming like all weird stuff. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. You know. So they taught them well. Yeah, this is the garbage truck. And so when I was going up to Dunkin', they were getting a delivery. And the guy took a smoke break. He looked back at me, and then he lit a cigarette, and he did the cough. I was like, alright, the guy's just coughing what he looked back at me when he did it, after he lit the cigarette. So I had my umbrella out, and I accidentally hit the button. So it went poop, like it made the noise. He jumped. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, the fuck? He's saying sorry for it was funny though. I was like, yeah, you should say sorry. But today, that was like Monday. So I thought that was funny. I wasn't even trying to get any of the perks back. It was great. So I came home today, and there was one of the workers that working on the houses. On the back window, they covered one window in the back of the truck. One window had a square of black, the other one had red. I'm like, really?
Good night.
Good night. So I was like, oh, that's pretty, it was pretty obvious. So I was gonna like do a little quick video when I saw it, but the worker was in the truck, like his whole head was sticking out. Yep, down the block, yeah, down the block. They're putting in a lot of stuff in the basement. No, hi, doggy. Hi. What?
No.
Hi. Oh, it's all right.
You're a good boy.
It's okay. You see that? And don't look at me. Look like you want to just, pat me in the middle when somebody starts barking. Dogs never do that to me. They never bark at me like that. They usually run and jump and lick my hand. So they might be perps anyway. And they might not be dog walker perps, but they might still be perps. So they got the red and black thing going, you know what I mean? So, but they looked at douchebag's house first, so they may be their perps for him. I tell you, the program is gonna turn around, and they're gonna get perks back. It's lately what I've noticed is people sitting on their porch a lot. Oh, excuse me. There's been at least 3 people I noticed that walk across the street and they're like having a rest. Sometimes you need to rest, right? So they sit there. They sit on like the ledge over there. And then I look up to see if he's gonna run out and scream at them, because he's that type of person to do that. Like I told you, one day when the pipe broke under the house here, and we had a little bit of a little hole, and they came they had to replace the pipe, and then put the tar back. Because there was a certain color, he ran out of the house, and I was coming out of my house at the same time, but he ran out, looked at them, was so afraid they might do something to his car. The car was parked all the way down the block across the street, and their truck was parked in front of my house, because they would, fill in the hole. He thought they were going to rob him. That's what I mean, though. That's how paranoid they are. The more they do shit to us, they think we're gonna all retaliate against them. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want a criminal record. He probably does, because he doesn't have that taxi cab anymore. So he probably did something. Or if he lost the license, something. I mean, something is supposed to happen to these people. They do bad things. You can't do bad things forever. Not any consequences? No, that doesn't work. Everybody's supposed to pay. Eventually. So, it's pretty cold tonight. So if I see that truck again, it was like the weirdest thing. I never saw that before. It was, I don't see any cars that look like it. Anyways, it was a construction worker van, and they usually have like solid colors. And the windows are never tinted because they know you can't do that. And they usually put like the lateral top. And it was this color, white. And then the back windows, the doors open. You open the door wide, and they open. And for some reason, there was like it looked like construction paper. It was really weird. So one side was black, a square like perfectly cut out for the window, and the other door had red. And these construction workers, they always wearing the colors. They always wearing camouflage mostly. But it was very strange. You hear the beeping? It was very strange to see that. Like, I've never seen that on a worker's truck before. But I know they use those trucks, not just for construction. It's very strange. I was out here earlier, and I was with my sister. This car comes by. Honk. Nah, we don't know. I didn't see any cars that were blocking anything. And then my sister goes, honk your ass. I was dying laughing. So this weird package that we got, we wrote, it was written on the box, please, the return to sender, nope, this person doesn't live here, right? All over the box. Now the person that sent it never came to get it. I guess they wanted to see if it would work. That's a gang stalking tactic. From day one, we should have just took it in the house and opened it. Somebody else did that not too long ago. I think it was a woman's name. And it was heavy. Like, this box was like very light, but that box was heavy, right? So after about a week, they never came. Post office never, when they come to deliver boxes, same thing, they didn't take it. So that's weird. Usually, back in the day, they would take it if they saw that. So nobody took it. So we opened that one. It was all these like skincare products, like really expensive stuff. So yes, one of us kept it. How you gonna put your name, your name to my address to do that? But that's what perps do. I think John's doing it. John has a lot of time on his hands, more than I do. I think he works from home. I have not seen him at all walking past my house with the bus or the train. Like, not even once. It was only a year ago that I saw him walking around the neighborhood. I even had him on camera, remember? You saw my viewer, my video. He was like, it's called Here's Johnny. He was like looking at the camera and then he's looking around. So that's probably why I haven't seen him here either, because he couldn't believe that I had a camera. Like, I had the audacity to get a camera. Yeah, I do, because people like you coming into my porch and doing shit. So what I think he's doing, I think he's walking around the apartment building he lives in, either taking a picture of the people's mailboxes or writing the names down. Like, he used to write, like, people he hated, he used to write their full names and their phone numbers and addresses in a composition book. And he always had a blue book bag. He still has, I don't know if it's the same book bag, but he still has one. I want to say it was a, I don't know if it was a Jansport. Yeah, I think it was a Jansport book bag. He might have upgraded to like the same color book bag, but like a different brand. I don't know if Jansport still has any of that stuff, but they were a good brand. That was a good brand. Used to get free friendship bracelets with it, and yeah, my bullies stole them. Dumbasses. I was in elementary school. We didn't to leave the classroom, and so Brahm, that was my main bully. There was a mirror by the door, and I saw him do it. So that's yeah, that's one of the perps. They always say hello to me now. I'm like, okay. You saw the guy with a red and black jacket. He's like, hello. I'm like, really, bitch? I love when they say hello. It's great. But like, I noticed like he's doing other stuff. All these, these main perps that was standing in front of my house a couple months ago. Like now they're just walking around the neighborhood doing other stuff. Like that guy is crazy. He was screaming on the phone. I was like, yeah, you should have chaos in your life, yes, because you're a fucking perp. We should not have that chaos. We didn't do nothing. I literally have not done anything to anybody, despite, them doing a lot of shit to me. Like, the only thing I did back in the day was send them, like, magazine subscriptions. I used to go to the supermarket, and I used to find them on the floor. Or a doctor's office, I would take them out. You could call them up and, get it taken off. Because they were sending me a lot of shit in the mail, too. Like, John used to send me the Virginia Slims cigarettes, Marlboro cigarettes, all the cigarette brands, because he smokes, so. He would send me all the coupons. And then I had to call them and tell them, yeah, you gotta take me off this list, I don't smoke. So he did that. When he did that, that's when I sent all of them, every single one of them, the magazine subscriptions. It's funny because back then, you would fill those out, right, and just mail it, and then refer a friend, like on the same card. And you didn't have to put a stamp on it or nothing. Just throw it in the mailbox. So I would put, like the first one was John, and the second one was Tina, and then I would put Aaron. I think I used to put Brahm too. I think I knew his address back then because he don't live here no more. He used to live near the bus stop. And the next block away was the bus that John takes. Brahm used to live over there too. Yeah, I looked him up too. He I don't know if he moved out of the country, moved back to his original country, or he just moved out of the state. Like, I don't know. But if he did it, knowing him, he's probably, still gang stalking me too. You know what I mean? Because they can't help themselves. Just say you love me already. Just come out of the closet and tell me you love me. Yeah, locking. Oh man. So, I bet you bottom dollar, as they used to say, that John's the one sending these packages with people that live in his building. Because if he still has a composition book, I don't know why he wouldn't, print them out on the computer and then put them in a binder, with those clear pages. And then bring that with him everywhere. Instead of rewriting everything in a new book. He always used to do that. He used to go to the 99 cents store, get 4 composition books, all black. We used to get that in school. They told us not to buy any other colors. And then we used to color them in with pens, like golden color pens. Teachers used to get mad at us. So I think he's, when you first walk into any apartment building, there's mailboxes, right, full of letters and stuff. So when he leaves for work, he probably either writes everybody's name down. He looks around, of course, and then he writes the names down of everybody in that building. or he takes pictures with his phone. Either way. And then he keeps those, and then he writes them in the book too, and then deletes the pictures, all that, right? Because, you know, that's what these people do. And what he's doing is when he doesn't like somebody, he probably takes their mail. I would not be surprised if he opens their mail and takes their credit card and uses it to buy stuff. And that's probably why we had that beauty set, you know, the skincare set that day. And it was a woman's name. Like I said, he used to send, it was a couple, I guess he knew the couple. And they was putting their child in like pre-K. And I was getting the mail. I was like, who are these people, you know? That's what I'm saying, like once he has beef with anybody, because he starts a lot of shit with people. So he starts shit with people, and then, you know, he finds out their names, their addresses, their phone numbers, starts calling people, and he starts sending them junk mail, because I didn't get a lot of that stuff after a while. But that's what he does. He keeps moving on to other people who do that too. So now he's sending packages to my house, and since they didn't take the package, we opened it. There was nothing in there. And it was taped up pretty thick. I'm wondering I don't know how he was able to send it to us. It had to be him. There's no other person that would do something weird like that, you know? Like I said, normal people don't do that. He knows he can't use my name or anybody else in the house, because that would be stupid. Because we know we don't order that kind of stuff. And we always get notifications on our own phone. They do that now. They send you an email and text messages when it's coming. And they take a picture of it when they deliver it and they send it to you. But like I said with that too, make sure you get a camera for the house, because some of these delivery people, they're getting caught on Ring camera, taking a picture of the thing, sending you a picture, and then they take it. But that's why it's good to have those cameras, because you see them doing that, and then you just call the company and tell them what happened. So you get either a replacement or, you know, you get your money back. And with that, I would call the police, because basically it's tampering with people's mail. So if the package is here, I'm going to take the name off. See if I can look him up. See? Return to sender. So, nothing's in it. I know you can't see, but there's nothing in it. I gotta break this box up, put in the recycle pail, but I'm gonna take the name.